It's Friday, so you know what happens when it's Friday. You get to hang out with us. Hello and welcome to TTTT. My name is Amina Abdi Rabar. Thank you for keeping it NTV. I'd love to hear from you. At The Trend Live is our handle by that hashtag TTTT. Hello to my panelists. What up, Cindy Uganda?
I'm loving the jacket. Loving the jacket. Give it back. Give it back.
I just didn't have enough time to
giving Coldplay event.
It's giving astronomer.
Yeah, it's giving astronomer, giving...
there he is, the enemy. The enemy that's the friend. That is Dennis Ndenga. And of course, we have Xavier joining us again. What up, Xavier? You look like such a star.
Yeah, thank you. I get that a lot.
Wiki moja kwa TV, usha change.
Well, what do we say?
Namiwani is a welding.
Have you guys been? Cindy, I saw you traveling all around the country. What were you doing, if you could briefly tell us?
Yes, we're saving donkeys. We rescue them from slaughter. People think donkey meat is just a fun thing, but it's actually not. It's slaughtered in the bush.
I didn't even know my ex needed saving. So all over the country, you went to, I saw you in Kitui, I think.
I was in Kitui, I was in Naivasha, which are the hotspots for donkeys being stolen and slaughtered in the bush. The meat is sold in Nairobi, so be wary where you buy your meat. And the skin is traded, is sold to the East, who use it for traditional medication.
What's the theme for this year?
The theme of the donkey saving. See, they're just saving their lives.
Yes.
It's like...
Tunza punda kulinde na linde.
Tunza punda daima. But the theme for this year that is part of the African Union branch that deals with animals called AU-IBA is the year of donkey preservation in Africa, because donkeys are becoming extinct.
Oh, okay. I always
see.
No.
I always feel like these words punda chunga punda kulinde.
Yes.
Kuna mluya anakuanga mekalishwa chini apatiane hizo those kauli mbiu, those tags.
It's true. In fact, ukiangalia sana utapata wahenga half walikuwa waluya.
Yeah, like, yes. Actually, it's not half.
Oh, what?
90%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have. It's
your
true.
Ancestors.
It's true.
10%
ni half caste ya Wakamba na Waluya tena.
All right. So now let's start things off with a legend. Committee prison inmate Alex Kibisu, serving 20 years, has this week escaped from Kibera Low Courts by jumping the perimeter wall into Kibera slums while he was still in handcuffs. So he's yet to be tracked down. Yani ni kama movie. You know what I mean? Like,
the fact that we're referring to him as inmate and he's outside,
We should find another name.
Yeah. I know that, just like him, that Kajoka is outside,
It is outside. But I don't understand. I mean, isn't this reminiscent of what happened in Muthaiga?
Yeah, I think it's so sad that this guy is outside. I think it's an inside job.
Yep.
Now I have to think of a punchline.
Jipange. You still have time. So, I don't think there is a way these guys, they can just, decide to escape. First of all, ndio uruke hiyo ukuta. Second, ndio uwepe hao watu. And most of the times, wakujangi wengi, when you're from the prison, and remember you've been there for 20 years.
Yeah.
So inamaanisha mkujangi wote. Si kama kushikwa hapa na kanjo mnakuja mkiwa watu 30, 50. So it means you're very few.
Is this from experience, Ama?
You
heard from a friend.
No. It's just about globe-trotting and hobnobbing. Then you'll find yourself, some things. As an actor or as an artist, so know something about everything.
But Cindy, how can you jump while you're still handcuffed? It doesn't even make. How would you do that?
One thing I have heard, not learned, but one thing I have heard is no one is counted more than prisoners.
Yes.
Yes.
Like every hour, around the hour, they do roll calls. So they are very meticulous about your whereabouts. There's absolutely no way a prisoner can run or escape if it is not an inside job. That's just how our prison system works. Because the warden, the guards, then the warden gets into so much trouble, it's not even worth it.
Yeah,
so back to the Muthaiga case, it just disappeared. Even this guy, I won't be surprised if he just disappears.
If you ask me, this guy has been a jail bird for 20 years. So it means in case yake it's ongoing.
Yeah.
So back and forth amekuwa kikuja for more than 20 years.
Yes.
Wait.
So this means, yes?
So he,
I'm a study.
more than 20 years?
Yeah.
20
years.
I thought he was serving. Okay, fine.
No, he was.
Right.
He has been serving for 20 years. So it means amesoma pattern ya the prisoners.
He saw a loophole.
The wardens, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he
So
went
lazima
for it.
liona moja ameenda kupiga kamnyweso.
This is my one
moment.
and only opportunity. And you know what's so crazy is that if he was caught,
Yeah.
then now, you
I'm
know,
sorry,
he
But
would
again,
probably be thrown
imagine,
in
you
the
already
old...
served 20 years. Ni unagoja miaka labda.
You never know. You never know.
It's because he was.
There's no way the guy is
40.
serving 40 years.
He was.
Kuna watu wanaserve mpaka 3 life sentences.
Yes, he was, you know, so he was like, let me have a little bit of freedom. And then, you know, Ndenga, what you said actually makes sense. Probably, you know, over 20 years, you build a rapport with some of these guards. They become your friends. So you can tell them, hey, let me go there, niotejua, nini. Kumbe, you're doing a prison.
Prison break.
A prison break. Whoever thought, do you guys remember these campus students who dug a tunnel from their dorm to a bank and actually stole cash? And people thought it would never happen. So this guy just sat down and thought, let me just study this for a while, and could have actually just scaled the walls because he found a loophole. Maybe he's just not that bright.
You're absolutely
The sad
right.
bit is we have few wardens now jobless.
Yeah, oh, because immediately they...
Not only jobless, pia wako ndani.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And you know, just up beside, it's Madare. So, jamaa amekula soft.
Amekula rahisi.
Rahisi.
Yeah, unajua kuna zile Alcatraz. It's just in the middle of, I don't know, the Atlantic Ocean. You're like, where do we go?
Iko hapa, Mudaiga Square is here. The guy has,
Ile shimo la tewa. It's just, you know, you can't. There are places where you cannot run. You just stay where you're going to go. But now, right next to Kibera, right next to Madare, come on. Anyway, now this week, my little brothers and sisters from 2 different schools were fighting in Italy over unknown reasons. The video that captured the students pelting stones has since gone viral, and it's become the talk of town. So if you hadn't seen it, there it is. I don't know what was going on. Wachana na watu yangu wewe analeta
Radani Education Center.
Anapigania curtains.
Lakini unacheki venye mademu kuanga nini?
Anapigania makubadi.
That's how I go for maandamano. See, if not, it's just in our blood. Ni venye tu hawakujangi wengi.
By the way, I don't think labda ni it's a street fight. It's an exchange program of, you know, the future maandamano, how, you know,
how we should
practicals. Naenda nafanya practicals.
And you know, the funny thing is they are donning hijabs, And you know, let me tell you, know that meme ya Drake ile? No. So it's hijab, then no. Ajab.
So no one knows the reason why they were fighting or they were pelting stones at each other?
I don't think anyone knows the reason. Okay. But Amina, do you need a reason from 0 to 100? Speak from experience, Amina. Inakuanga tu hapo kandani. You just You know, as someone who's seen you move from 0 to 100, there's that thing that is innate. So do they really need a reason?
But I don't like the way, you know, they were exposed. When they're at the bottom, they were exposed because they were throwing the stones, I don't know to who, so they can pick it up and it's easier for them to target and hit you.
But you see hapo mali wako ni kabro, so I wonder where mali wako anatoa mawe. You know, under those hijab.
Uliza Gor fans.
Yeah.
Well, you are checked, you are screened in a match, but kiumana stones appear from...
They really do. They really do. I saw it during Maandamano. Like, there's nothing, and then, I don't know where people go and they bring, and they carry big ones. Where did you get these stones? I don't know. But yeah,
I'm sure if we were to count those stones, lazima zimefika 999, ama 1,999. You know, there's something with the 999. Now at Waisili.
The whole offer. Yes, indeed.
But seriously, I think the Ministry of Education needs to come in and say, call the school board and say this is not acceptable behavior. I wonder if it is getting the limelight it's getting because of the communities involved. If these were kids in Kibera, would this be news? If these were kids in Kakamega, would this be news? Is it because they're kids in Isili and people want to make fun of that? I don't think so. Children are children. It doesn't matter their ethnicity or their religion. If, as a ministry, it is your job to streamline not only what the children get in terms of the books, but also socially, then this is a time for the CEC to step in, call the institutional head, the BOM, Board of Management, and say this is not on. And you find the school so that this sort of behavior does not take a precedent. Because these are young kids, it's bad manners.
Let me tell you, this would happen like during drama festivals. Can you imagine? You know, sometimes during those festivals, I remember, Stephen looks like he also was in drama. Deno was definitely, they were still in drama. He's still in drama festivals. They would get so intense that you would hit the other school with a passion. Yeah, like you wish them sickness, disease, because they, you know, they performed better. So you have these rivalries, and for someone to think, hiya, kumbe we can just throw stones, like Lenana, Nairobi school, there's always been that hatred that they've had for each other from, I think, the beginning of their school.
In our era, we used to have Fafa Jericho versus Jamu.
Yeah, OJ, yes. I remember.
So Jamu, they used to come with zile za golf. Si za golf, zinaitwaje?
Za hockey.
Hockey stick. Na sisi sasa unajua Jericho kulikuwa na wenda wazimu wengi. It was bad. Mawe, kwani? Mawe.
Hey, OJ,
KK, Kidikende.
They don't care. See, the Papa Jericho just sounds like the name.
Probably also these students, probably they're having that fun. Because you know it's fun kurushiana mawe na kugongana. But again, when you see those schools, ni private. They are not public, sindio? So it means there are 3 categories of private schools. So kuna the likes of Akina who?
International schools.
Yes, international schools and the likes of better private schools. Then sasa kuna hawa ingine. Yes, hawa ingine tumefinyana ndani ya ploti. Unashuka ukiingia lunch kwenyu unapanda juu mwalimu wako anaweza kuja.
Unapita wines ndio uende. Unakula picha ndani.
Sasa isili unapita curtains ukiingia kwa makapet ndio upande uende.
Unataka form 4 gani? Form 4W.
Pita hapo kwa
Pita BBS mall. Kanda second floor.
You're so silly. Anyway, but yes, that makes a lot of sense. Nimekuelewa kabisa. Alafu mwalimu pia labda ni jirani hata. So maybe he also works in your store during the weekend. It's a business. But yeah, you're right, Cindy. This should not be a thing that people now start participating in because I don't even know what
bad
happened.
Manners.
It's very, very bad. It really is. If you know what happened, let me know. But yes, we're right. It shouldn't, ever happen. Not in schools. I've never seen anything like that. I want to hear what you have to say about it, though. At the Trend Live, the hashtag is TTT. We're about to take a quick break. We have more after the break. Backbencher ndani ya S class. Am I the only one who goes that randomly throughout the day? I hope I'm not the only one.
No. You know, one thing with these songs, by the time you're done cramming this one,
another one has just dropped.
Unasikia donjo mabedo. So you have to cram that, uweke pia na dance, uweke pia na nini.
Yes.
So you just
usisahau kuna amapiano, kuna ons. Talamin shuteni mane, talamin shute zile kipani viano sa.
Hapo normally tunawachia Cindy. Unajua bado Cindy ako kwa nani? Ako kwa jua kali. Watu. Cindy bado.
Welcome back.
I have no idea what you guys are saying. Like those songs that I have no idea.
Except the
amapiano one because
you should listen to. There's a guy called that guy ananifurahishanga Uncle Jing Jong.
Yeah,
Jing Jong.
Hey,
on Insta, TikTok, on what? Uncle Jing Jong.
Sasa hata nikianza kukuambia ni wapi utamfollow dadangu. Are you on TikTok?
Of course I am.
TikTok.
The clean side of TikTok.
Cindy ndo wale wako TikTok wanafuata ule mkambo wa kukata mboga yule. Hiyo ndio FYP yake.
Akiscroll anapata kuziosha.
Anapata anaosha. Akienda next,
but the one thing I have to tell you is that Kenyan TikTok has very many different areas.
Yes.
Think of it like Nairobi. There is Runda, there's Buru, there's Buru, there's Westie.
Then
there is
TikTok ni Kikomba.
There is Babadogo.
You see Dandoro uko chini ya ile nini? There's that place under I don't know what happens. TikTok after dark is shocking. I cannot believe the things that happen on TikTok. Yeah.
TikTok, I second you. Ati TikTok ni kama
nikikomba.
Hata ukitaka kama utaki today, I'm not feeling like buying anything wanakuekelea hapa.
Unaekelewa tu. Yani utaki kuingia TikTok lakini unapata nini zinakuja tu.
Unapata.
Alafu there is something we call these streaks.
Streaks, yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
Mimi nakwambia kuna rafiki fulani yangu ameniweka na streaks hiyo at 52 days of daily. Yani kutumiana it's too much.
It's too much.
52.
Cindy, I'm happy for you. Cindy, I'm happy for you.
I have no idea
kwa Facebook.
Even we don't want Cindy. I don't have anyone's.
I like reading paragraphs. TikTok is too short for me.
Cindy, tomorrow morning, the first thing Facebook. People you may know. Arnold Xavier.
Let's start. The next story now. Ndio wanaita mchezo wa town. A woman this week was recorded accusing a man she was sitting with of stealing her phone after she asked him to call her phone, but then the passengers were not buying her story. So let's just listen first and then we get back and we talk about this. Achani niwaambie, there is nothing that can ruin your day, your night, your weekend.
Yes.
Whatever it may be, even your wedding day.
Absolutely.
Like if you lose your phone, you just feel like
I know
honestly, you want to cry. You just want to start wailing. You don't know how to act because there are people you are to call. Maybe you are being called. Maybe pesa yako yote iko hapo ndani because you only use, M-Pesa, maybe. Yeah. You are in the middle of a festival. Where do you begin? How do you... Because we're now so dependent on our devices that it's like now you've rendered me. I'm now stranded. I'm stranded.
But why aren't guys believing this lady? I watched the video and I know it's allegations and an mchezo wa town, but why wouldn't they believe her? What is it about her that makes people think there's no way that guy could have taken her phone?
I think she was intoxicated. So so for that period they were like, yapana. Hata kama nikumwekelea. First of all, you're intoxicated. So it means between this place and the place you came from, lazima kuna kitu yes. So there's no umefika hapa saa ilafu. The same person unamwambia, you accuse him, unamwambia hebu piga simu yangu. And people know very well how it happens. Ukipiga kumbe inalia place ingine. Then mtu anasema namba yangu imefanya nini? Kuna simu yangu imepotea. Hebu piga. Then the guy now takes your number, calls that phone. Si inalia kwa mfuko yako. So anakugeuzia simu yako ndio ya huyu mama.
Hiyo ndio mchezo ya town.
So normally what happens? What happens ni wanatumianga mostly wanatumia wanyanya. So mnyanya anapanda ama old lady.
Yes.
Nakuambia simu yangu nikawa imepotea, hebu pigia namba yangu. Then si unapiga. Ile hiyo simu inaingia kwa mtu mwingine, si ndio? Then hiyo mama anasema kumbe wako in cahoots with someone here. Then anasema simu yangu imepotea hapa, hebu leta namba tupige. Alafu hebu leta, wakieka ile namba, waiki namba ya huyu mama, waneka yako. Si simu yako inalia, utasema kitu ndugu yangu, kuna mlio hapo ndani. Mdomo anangoja. So that's how they do it. So because they know that kanini.
Shosho will be trusted.
Yes.
And this Manyanga, okay.
So they think they're protecting the person.
So if your phone has a passcode, sasa anasema ni yake, mwambie unlock basi.
But they don't get to that particular
point. It becomes escalated.
That lady yuko peke yake, they're like 2 or 3. So with those people, unatumia now the mob psychology.
They come from the
everyone else, hakuna mtu anataka uonge.
Anakataa mpaka wallpaper si wewe.
But you see also these are the things that happen kwa hizi magari zetu. So ni drama, kila siku ni drama. That's what makes wakimalizana nayo makelele, kuna mtu wa nini anaingia pale Bairo. Unajua kichono ni nini? Parachichi mtoto wako. So with by the time unafika town,
vitu mingi ni series. Umewatch episode 1, 2 and 3.
I admire watu wanavanga nini? Pods na pods wanavaa kwa matatu ndugu yangu. Si ni earphones za kukata kama.
Zile za
Pod zio sumewasukuma sana.
Nimesonga sana. Ni vile I can't relate. Matatu.
What were you going to say? You were saying?
Sorry?
Picture, you were saying the picture.
I was saying, I know we are digressing from that story, but what I'm wondering about that whole incident is, every video you watch, someone being conned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lazima kwa kona kutakuwa na kamkisi. Kako hapo. Wacha rudi pa, acha wewe. Wacha rudi pa basi. Huyu anatutanganya ni mwizi.
Tota sukisa.
Hata unaona tu hii ni aferi, hii ni cost Likoni.
Actually, speaking though, did you guys see the Mbamba video?
Which one?
You didn't see when he was endorsing, I think,
Matiang'i.
if I'm not wrong, and he had like applied mud everywhere.
That is
I was wondering
tough.
why he needs to do all of that to gain any attention. But I guess it's his thing. Shout out to his wife.
Shout out to his
strong.
kids. Imagine that's your dad. Oh my God, the way you're dissed in school. Or maybe the kids actually love him and
Maybe they're very, very confident. Maybe he's a fun dad.
Yeah, and he's
having
their
a dad
superhero.
who doesn't mind like jumping
Maybe
in
I
the mud
don't
with
mind
you.
That's so
Mbarambamba.
cringe.
I'm his
As a
mad
dad.
fan.
You're his mad fan.
Karibu iwapite. Thank you, Cindy. Karibu iwapite wote. Karibu iwapite.
My old age is good for something.
Thank you very much, Cindy.
It's a dirty joke.
And
I
then,
know.
you know, he doesn't remember, but Xavier was saying that the wallpaper is yours on the phone, and they're still denying that it's your phone.
Wanakataa.
Yeah.
And I was saying, you know, sometimes you look very different, the same way I look different. And so they can't really tell, because that day was one of my, you know, my down days where I look like
Bad day in office.
I am an unhoused. They're called unhoused. Unajaribu kuwa safe. Squeeze kila mtu amekuwa sensitive. Saki kudragiwa. But you know, you look
homeless.
Kaudo homeless. So they're looking at that picture. They're like, who is he wewe? So sina wig. Hizo lines.
Hawezi ongea. You know, you're one person against matatu ya watu 32 people.
Na waine wako kwa group.
Na mkisi moja pale. So matatu iko na watu 33. So iko na watu 32 na mkisi. Alafu na wewe.
Yeah. So you have 33.
So imagine 32 people plus mkisi plus.
And you know, for you to win an argument against Kisii, the ratio should always be 5-1.
Yes.
Kama ni 1-1.
Do you know hata watu 32 wakinyamaza na ubaki na yeye mkisi akisasa mwagiu.
Bado.
Utopoi. Tota sukisa huyu.
Anyway, but for real, without you guys, I think our country would be so boring.
Yes.
Really, you really entertain us. You're the Florida of Kenya.
You put the F in fun.
The hashtag, oh, okay. The hashtag is TTTT. I'd love to hear from you. I promise we'll read your tweets when we get back right after the break. Let's find out what you can look forward to at 9 p.m. When we have the news. So let's take a break. We'll be back. Welcome back at The Trend Live. We promised that we're going to read your messages when we get back, so let's do that. Starting off, Deno.
Yes. Tuko na watu hapo wamejaajaa. Wamefanya kudunda. Bako bahali yaki.
Watu yangu anasema nini? Anasema wewe.
So there's a guy here called Dan Cleoni saying at NTV Kenya, Mina looking like Cardi B.
Am I? Hello.
Kandimbi.
That's so cute.
Kandimbi.
Hiyo inaitwa lakini ni sawa, acha nisiongee.
There's a guy called Mwangi wa Rich Paints saying nothing beats the trend, enjoying the show.
Thank you so much.
Yes, there's another guy ametuingia hapa na kifua, ametupiga risasi miguu zetu zote. Yeah, he's correcting us.
Risasi yangu.
Yeah, language ndo wacha niiseme tu.
Just say it.
You are wacha niisome. He's called KK, Kariz_KK.
Hey.
Your crew is very clueless. The guy was sentenced on late 2023 for 20 years. He had not stayed in prison for 20 years.
That's what I said. I was like, I thought he was having the 20-year sentence, not that. And I was like, oh, okay, so there no something.
Also
more
2023.
confident.
So then,
Thank
okay,
you,
let me correct myself. Bwana KK, Kidikende.
Thank you, KK.
KK, okay, so then it means between 2023 and now, of course, the guy pia amesoma the movements.
But he was, that's what I was, like, he was to continue with his sentence, but he hadn't served the whole thing. Thank you, KK, though. That's why the show is like this. It's engaging. When you see something that you don't think sounds right, tell us.
Stanley Kangede saying, nice outfit, Madam Amina, your jacket, may you share one. It's dope.
It was actually a birthday present. Thank you, guys. Nanil konambia sindi sijava, sija change, but at 10 p.m. I'll have change.
Who said that?
Anyway,
Stanley Kangede.
Stanley Kangede, thank you too.
Stanley Kangede, thank you.
No, kuna ingine hapo imekufavor Xavier.
Thank you.
I think watu wa kwenyu mashemeji wameanza ku trickle in. Aital mudugu diji.
There's no jamaa. Huyo ni wetu nimekubali. Okay.
Good to see you, Xavier.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, so now something we have to talk about real quick, guys. Have you seen the Cameroonian presidential candidates?
Yes.
Did you guys see the pictures? You saw? They're all pretty old.
Senior.
Oh, senior is a much better term, you're right. So they all look like senior citizens, guys. I don't know what's happening in Cameroon. Their president is 92 right now, if I'm not wrong, Paul Biya. He has been holding on and clinging on to that power for 43 years. I want you to think about it. From 1982, 1982, he has been
in power.
And, by the way, this is now what's even funnier, is that when people are being asked, they have still a majority of the population that think, you know, he still hasn't finished the job. So now the way we're being told we cannot do one term because, you know, you need 2, 3, and inaenda. You need a long time. Because the people were saying, you know, he still hasn't finished. There's still more that he, you know, needs to do. I will say he looks good for 92. He can walk. He can really, he looks like, he just looks a lot healthier for someone who's 92. He cannot lead. Even when he's walking, I saw him when he went for a visit in Paris and he was walking. You can just tell he's old. And I was wondering, these foreign leaders, do they wonder Africa tuko na shida gani? Yes, Xavier?
When you see him walking, at least on a video kake, speed 2 times.
You're so at least anatembea haraka kidogo.
And you know, funny enough, Cameroon has 81 candidates.
And they're
as
all
presidential candidates.
Above 81.
Because they're all like,
81.
All stand a chance to
81.
win. No, they're like
81 candidates.
They're all thinking, hey,
how old is the
this guy's age, anything can happen. So we have a 1 in 81 chance of being president.
I'm not sure. The youngest probably is 82.
82. No, I saw.
I'm just pulling the leg. I'm not sure.
I saw he's in his late 30s.
to correct.
It reminds me of this.
I don't know what's happening in Cameroon, guys. We need to also go. You know the way people send troops. Like we need to start sending some Kenyans to assist in different parts of the continent. All right, so now let's head over to Uganda. Ugandan women have decided to take wrestling to the next level. This video shows Ugandan women engaging in a mock-up fight that fits the American wrestling. And I don't know, it might be a sight to see. I choose not to. I don't know.
Okay,
I might not participate, but let me watch.
I get that it's cultural. That's why they're wearing the Gomez. But I don't know. If you're going to wear,
or wrestling is their culture, yeah?
But you see,
no. Like the traditional attire they're wearing is called the Gomez, the one with the thing you turn on the side and the really sharp shoulder pads. So I get that they want to continue, you know, highlighting their culture while they are kicking each other and all that stuff.
That was a real one.
I'm just wondering. Must they wear Gomez? I don't know.
What? Is she going to age? You know, that's a metal. A real metal, the one.
Why not
funny thing is, the next to Uganda, the people that like wrestling, na hii hata nani anajua, Xavier anajua, Luyas. Waluya wanapenda wrestling. Hadi saa hii. Me, I have friends. I have friends. Hadi saa hii bado they watch wrestling.
Unadhani mtu wa kwanza kujua Hal Kogan as pastor alikuwa na?
There is a lady, a friend of mine anaitwa Ubuya.
Amemuumiza.
Ni lawyer. Imagine bado anawatchingi wrestling.
Arakisha, it's true, eh?
I have a friend called Alan Weku. Hawezi mtoa kwa wrestling. Hadi saa hii.
Me, I wonder, wale watu wanapenda race. So, what is the thrill? You know it's fake. You know they're not fighting for real. So I don't get it. What's the thrill of watching people fake fight? I know when we were kids, everybody loved wrestling. By the way, should I say rest in peace, Hal Kogan? I'm a bit conflicted.
I used to love wrestling.
Did you love wrestling or did you love the advert that came after?
Loved.
Remember that?
Before we didn't know it was fake here in Kenya. We didn't know it was fake.
We all loved wrestling.
We found out later. Much later, but before we didn't know Stone Cold.
By the way, rest in peace.
We didn't know that.
Rest in peace, Hal Kogan alituacha.
But I'm a bit conflicted about Hal Kogan because he said some really not nice people about black people.
Yeah.
I hear later on in life he got saved and all that. That's fine, but you are remembered
for being racist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you for the good moments you gave us during wrestling.
Cindy, it was just okay, man. Tulikwamia pale kwa magaza. Now sasa,
Cindy, I love it.
Breaking up bitter memories.
Even at the funeral, you say you're like, "Uyu alikuanga deadbeat." In our whole family, he was one of the most useless people.
Alikuwa anapenda wanawake.
Alikuwa na tabia mbaya. Alikuwa anaitana. Shindwe.
Come on, eh?
Can't call it.
Marehemu na deadbeat. Hapana, no, don't do that, eh?
Yeah, but wrestling is it's a thing. It's a thing
in Uganda.
In Uganda, and I wonder how Waluya wajai nini huku wajaianzisha za culture. Ama bullfighting is
exposure.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, also if you invest in it, you know, these things are all about investment.
Yeah.
If you see the Nigerian music industry blowing up like that to a global scale that it is, it's because there's a lot of investments backing musicians and labels and all of these things.
It's cheaper to...
So even here, if you have someone like the Ministry of Sports pick up and say, oh, Uganda is doing this, I bet people in Western would enjoy it. Why not? We would love it. First of all of our most of our best wrestlers came from that area. So meaning one is a passion. Yes.
For Luyas, I think it will be cheaper to put up wrestling, that ring,
and then people
rather than buying Jazia, Chelsea, Nandudi. I think it's cheaper. Xavier, are you agreeing with me?
Yes, siwezi ongelea juu. Unaona hapa ndani niko na jezi.
I just want to ask a question. Is it just in Kenya where as in casual wear ni
Jazzy?
Jazzy
ya football.
Why? Does this happen in any other country? I just see it here in Kenya.
It's
a very Kenyan. Yeah, you tell people, no, it's just casual. You'll just see all teams represented. You'd think it's a Europa League final match event. It has nothing to do with that. Okay, let's talk about Geoffrey Mosiria. Geoffrey Mosiria says Nairobi County Askaris. Yes, Xavier?
I wanted to say, if you're talking about Mosiria, punguza sauti kidogo tu.
Atakuitia nema.
Sawa. Geoffrey Mosiria says Nairobi County Askaris will soon start arresting customers who buy from hawkers at undesignated areas. This comes after several hawkers have been infringing on the city's pathways. Wow, he really wants to be governor or something, right?
Really
like I have never seen anyone campaign this much
or something. Yeah. Thank you.
You guys don't believe na mtu kufanya tu kazi yake.
I believe he started off with good intention, but right now the PR-ness of everything he does is a bit funny. There's a story where he found a kid and